Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm busy parting out this 2001 Limited, and it gave me an idea to go ahead and talk about dust mitigation. Since everything's open and accessible, I figured it'd be a good opportunity. So there's two areas where dust can really come into the Gen 3 cabin. You might have noticed that your Gen 3 gets really dusty on the inside, much more so than other vehicles you might have. And one reason why is because the North American spec Monteros never got cabin air filters, even though the blower housing is able to accept them very easily with just one little modification. I have a totally separate video about how to do the cabin air filter mod, but as you can see, this one already has a cabin air filter. I've done that mod on this vehicle, and so that's a really easy thing to do. It's like less than, I think it's like 20 bucks, and it takes 5 minutes and you're done. You have a cabin air filter. That really helps. But a lesser known place for dust to get in are these vents. These vents are behind the rear bumper, and what they do, their purpose is to equalize pressure when you shut the door. It won't be as noticeable on this because this door won't latch all the way since it's missing a latch, but let's watch here. You see those move? See those vents flip? So when you close a door, it lets the pressure out of the cabin. If you totally block these up, then it'll be kind of harder to close the doors and everything. And so I wouldn't recommend that. But what you can do is add filter material to these vents. There's one on each side, you know, below the tail lights underneath the bumper. Now, there's two ways to do this, and I've done both. The first way is you remove your tail light, which is really simple. There's just, you come in from the inside and there's two screws and then the thing pops out. And you can loosen up like your rear bumper cover bolts. There'll be a few of them along the top here. Then what you can do is you can kind of pull your bumper back a little bit, and then you'll be able to pull this whole plastic vent piece out. But you won't have much room to work with. You'll have just a little bit of room to get like your hand down in here and pry this thing out to get it out. And then once it's out, you can tape air filter material on the back side of it, and then reinstall it. But it is kind of a pain. Like, access is tight with the rear bumper on here. So if for any reason you ever need to remove or open up the interior door the inside door panels back, interior panels, I should say, back here, that's a great opportunity. So like if you're working on, say, your subwoofer and you're replacing that or whatever, or your amp, which would be right here, anytime that you need to pull this panel back, what you can do is you've got this hole right here. You can just put the filter material right here. You could tape it up against this interior metal. You could tape it on right there. And, you know, it's actually not that bad to get to it, even if you wanted to do that just by itself. I don't know if I would go to the trouble just to add these filters by itself, because the basic steps to do it is you would pull off the cover that's right here. Just pull straight up, and that'll reveal the screw right there. And then same thing on the other side, there'll be a screw right there. And then you pull out the handle, the grab handle up there, that's 2 bolts. And then if you have, okay, then there's a screw right there. And then you peel back the carpet and there'll be like 2 or 3 screws along there. And then if you have the cargo cover rail in like the 01, 02s, then you'll have a couple screws holding that rail on, like kind of like around one there. And then that should be it for screws, I believe, off the top of my head. Everything else will kind of be those push clips going into the side, into all these holes here. And then so you just pull the panel out, and you know, the seatbelt won't let you remove it all the way, but you'll just kind of lean it away, and then you'll be able to get access to these holes. And it's the same procedure on the opposite side, and then you'll have access to here, and you can reach down in there and put some filter material. So I'll link to some filter material And if you want to take on this job, go for it. Like, again, I don't know if I would do it by itself, but if you have to come back here for anything, for any kind of repair, and pull this door skin, or sorry, panel skin away, that's a good time to do it. You can see, like, here it kind of shows you. There's the corner piece where that screw goes in. Here's a couple other screw mounts that are underneath the carpet. There's a screw up top, but then everything else is push clips. So this would be the passenger side one. And then here's the driver's side one. So screws are going to go down there into the floor. And then up top, you might have some screws up there. And then everything else will be push clips. But the main takeaway is those lower panels are held in place by the upper panels, that light gray that's up here. So those have to be pulled away first. So that's all. Just a quick video. I figured I would film it while everything's opened up. If you need any parts from this 2001, feel free to message. There's still a lot of good stuff remaining. Thanks for watching.